Now that we've gone over what you want to be paying attention to while you're performing the squat, I just want to go over some of the main things that you see people doing wrong or they've been practicing incorrectly, the whole time they've been doing the squat. Most of it comes from the feet, knee, and hip position. So remember, what you want to do is you want to do the pelvic tilt at the beginning of the motion. So your pelvis comes back as you're going down, just like that. A lot of people just don't do that. So again, looking at the feet, knees, and hips, this is what you'll see a lot of. People don't know that they're doing it right because they either haven't been taught properly or no one's just said anything. But here's what you'll see. Right, and this kind of feels natural to us because this is how we rest. This is how we kneel down. But just because this is kind of what we've adapted to doesn't mean it's right. This adds a lot of tension to the knee and can over time cause a lot of stress and injury. Torn meniscus, torn ACLs, just a lot of putting your hips out of placement. So what you want to do, again, to prevent that, is to pelvic tilt. Because when you don't pelvic tilt, your hips just go straight down, and then your knees pop out, and then the weight, your heels come up, and the weight gets put all on your toes. So you lose all the power, all the mobility, and you really defeat the purpose of the exercise when you do it incorrectly. Another thing that you'll see is people will, back 10, 15 years ago, the practice was to look up whenever you were squatting. That can also cause a lot of stress, tension, and can cause injury on the upper spine. And really, we want to reduce all the amount of, or all the chance of injury to the spine as we possibly can. So you don't want to look down when you're doing the squat, and you don't want to look straight up. You want that neutral spine. One of the last things I want to go over on what not to do is your knees. Remember, we're kind of going shoulder width, maybe a little more, feet pointed out. So it should look like this. What you'll see a lot of, and what you want to avoid, is when you come down, your knees stay buckled in. This is something that if you see or if you feel, just stop the exercise and then work your way around that by either doing squats on the couch or on a chair in a video that I will show in the next one. So again, do not buckle your knees in. This kind of goes over its hips, its groin, and its lack of mobility issues. So being able to stretch, warm up before doing the squat might help you prevent this, but that also causes a whole bunch of stress, especially on the inner knee and on your tendons. So again, you don't want to round your back. You don't want to look up or down. You want to look straight forward. You want the proud chest, shoulders back. Watch your knee placement, and you want to do the pelvic tilt so that you don't go straight down. If you see your knees start buckled or shooting out like that, then stop, reset, and then pay attention to the pelvic thrust.